I'm Tommy Gibbs, and in this series of videos, I'm trying to discuss what people don't tell you when you decide to come in the real estate business. And one of the big questions is always, well, why do we lose so many people? Why do we have like an 89% turnover in the real estate business? And I say it's because people don't get all the information they need to make a good decision. Now, if you haven't watched it, especially the first one, episode 1, if you haven't watched that, you really need to watch that because it talks about your friends and relatives not trusting you to do business with you, your sphere of influence not trusting you to do business with you when you first come into business. Now, this business is like anything else. The more times you do it, the better you are at it. So the more customers you wait on, the more people you talk to about a listing and getting a listing, and the more contracts you can serve up to help buyers try to buy properties, the better you get at it. And so without customers, you just don't have any business. So oftentimes what I've seen is there are people that come into this business, they try to learn every little nuance they can learn about the business. Not about selling and buying houses, but about the business. They learn all the contract details, learn all the forms, which is a gazillion of those. They learn the technology. It's a lot, it's a whole lot of crap that you do have to deal with at some point. That's why a transaction coordinator is a really good idea. But put that aside for a moment. It doesn't matter how much you know. You could take the real estate exam and you can ace that exam. And everybody will tell you that doesn't teach you anything really about the real estate business. It gives you a whole lot of legal yakada do to talk about, right? But if you don't have customers, you don't have any business if you don't get more opportunities. Look, let me give you a parallel. And I think I told you, I believe in the first episode, I used to be a new car dealer. Let's talk about that business as compared to that business. If you're an automobile salesman in a new car dealership, you might wait on anywhere from 2 to 3 to maybe 10 customers a day. You're getting an experience with all those different customers every time you wait on them. You get pretty good at your craft because you're getting to practice it over and over and over. For you in the real estate business, if you don't have customers, if you don't have leads, you got nothing to work with. I mean, you got your head stuck in a computer and you're learning all this stuff, and you're getting lots of Zoom meetings and webinars, and you're learning all types of stuff relative to the business. But you're not learning how to be a listing agent in terms of getting the opportunity to talk to customers. And you're not learning how to sell a customer a house because you're not getting that experience. That's why probably it's not a bad idea for maybe to join a team when you first start. I mean, if you join a team, at least you're not going to make a lot of money. They're going to take most of your money, but at least you'll get an opportunity to be involved in a bunch of different transactions. That's how you actually learn the business, is more and more transactions. And if you don't have customers, what are you going to do? Now you could say, okay, my sphere of influence isn't going to give me much business. It isn't going to give you much unless you're just an exceptional person. You come into this business, maybe you were an insurance agent and you got a block of previous insurance customers you can go out, maybe that. But aside from that, and coming into the business with a family member that's already been in the business, I already mentioned that back in episode 1. If you don't have that, where are you going to get customers? You may have to buy some leads. Now, there are people that will swear for them and swear against them. The Zillows and the Realty.com and all that. Look, I've tried a little bit on both of them. There's some benefit there, but they're very expensive. So you got to spend money. But the point I want to emphasize in this episode 3 is that if you don't have customers to work with, you can have all the knowledge in the world. And I hate to be so blunt, but you're probably pissing up a rope. I'm sorry to say it like that, but if you don't have customers, you're probably pissing up a rope. For taking time to watch this video, I posted right up here the very first video in this series, which talks about your sphere of influence and where you're going to get customers, that sort of thing. If you haven't already watched it, you ought to go ahead and take the time to give this a peek. It'll really help you. Again, I'm Tommy Gibbs. Thanks for taking time to watch this video. I hope you have a great day.